Good afternoon, everybody. You are locked into the No Signal Lunchtime Show. And as promised, we have...
You're locked into Sweetness Radio.
Oh,
Period.
Yeah. Period.
It was loaded.
Sweetness Radio. Okay. Good afternoon, guys. You are locked into Sweetness Radio, and we have got two amazing talents with us. We have got Obongjayar and Sarz in the building. Big up you guys. How you not feeling?
Feeling really great, feeling blessed. Just thankful to be alive, to be here. You know, all that good stuff.
What he said.
Yeah. Absolutely loving that. So you guys dropped this flawless EP on the 23rd of July. We have to click. We are obsessed, and today's show we are literally going to pick this EP apart, and we literally cannot wait. We're also obviously going to get to know you guys. For the people who don't know you, we over here are at No Signal, but we just want to get really into you lot's business. We're going to be asking some very personal questions. I hope you guys are ready.
We've pre-warned you. Please don't be surprised.
Look at Sar's face. Sarz is not ready.
This is not a safe space. I'm sorry, but it will be fun. Okay.
Very excited to hear what you have to, the questions you have to ask.
Fantastic.
Great.
Really happy. So obviously now, whenever we do any sort of interview, we actually do have a go-to question we ask. We didn't include it in the show plan, but we want to know, what is your go-to drinks? Both of you.
And mixer.
Well. When you want to have a good night, what are you drinking and what's the mixer? Sarz, you go first.
Hennessy and cranberry.
Oh,
okay.
Ice or no ice?
I'm straight both ways.
Straight both ways.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little bit of Henny. What about you?
You know what? I don't really drink that. I've stopped drinking.
I don't really drink as well, bro. Just answer the damn question.
Leave me alone now. It's my fault. Let me explain. Let me get to the point.
What do you mean by you don't really drink? I don't really drink too. Yeah.
Okay, see. So my drink of choice would be like rum on the rocks, just straight rum, no chaser, or like a tequila.
Okay.
This is very sad.
I like tequila because it's an upper. It just makes you bubbly, gets you active. You know me, I'm an action man, so I need some.
Sorry,
really ginger.
Would either of you say
don't be annoyed?
Don't be annoyed, you know.
Would either of you say you're like lightweights or no?
Nah, I'm definitely
not.
Nah,
I can hold my own, but
it's the confidence for me. They said not me.
Nah. I mean, there's a time in my life I've had about 15 shots of tequila and I was still standing.
Was it your birthday?
Not you, Baba.
No.
Not you.
Relax. I'm just trying to let them understand perspective.
15 shots are waiting, guy. If you give me 15 shots, you'll carry me home, man.
Oh my days.
You'll definitely carry me home, for real.
How about you, Obongjayar? You can take your drink.
I can take my drink because I'm sensible. I'm a sensible drinker. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't overdo it.
Likewise.
Because I'm not trying to be chatting to someone and slurring my words and looking like a fool.
Yeah,
it's not fun.
My time. It's not fun. Exactly.
I don't know why people drink till they black out. Like I just want to drink till I feel nice and I'm good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just
in there,
absolutely like in a nice space.
So it's kind of
overdrink. It's annoying, man. It's really annoying, and it's annoying for everyone around you as well. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it is. You get on the nerves.
Yeah, it's kind of like getting to the point of being waved, but you're enjoying yourself. It's not to the point where you're like,
you know when you're waved,
you're not calculative anymore.
Yeah,
and the music's hitting, and you're like, I feel nice, you know, like that's the sweet spot. That's the sweet spot.
When you start to feel a bit hot.
Yeah, exactly, and you're like. You don't care. You're just like, ooh.
Yes.
Honestly, you're
that's the sweet spot.
Absolutely love that. So as we said, this is going to be a love themed show, obviously based off the EP. And of course, we've got so many personal love questions for you guys. And my first one that we're going to ask, obviously, is what are your top 3 favorite love songs? Obongjayar, you first.
Top 3. That's a really difficult question. But the thing with me and music, my favorite songs have associations with like experiences or moments in my life.
1,000%.
So
Yeah.
with like love songs, like I think I'd say my favorite love songs would be I don't know if you guys know Lagbaja and Lagbaja's song where Never Far Away. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Never Far Away.
You're never far away. You're always on my mind.
That is my top favorite love song. And then Sade's Ordinary Love is on there. And then Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell, Ain't No Mountain High Enough.
Ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you.
Wow.
Oh yes.
Those three are solid. Those three are really solid. Like
yeah.
the Lagbaja one, when like the first one, which is the Never Far Away tune, I think I heard it like when I was really young in Nigeria, and that's one of the first Nigerian songs that I heard with production like that and lyrics like that. It just made so much sense to me. And like at that point in my life, I wasn't super proud of the music that was coming, the popular music that was coming out of Nigeria. So that was like a big blow to me. One of the songs that inspired me to want to get into music was one of those. So, and the fact that it's a love song just kind of puts it in my top three. And then I think Ain't No Mountain High Enough it used to be the theme tune, the song on the ad for one of these places that I used to rent out CDs in Nigeria, and like they used to play it all the time when they do the ad. It would be the music underneath the advert, and I just have that association every single time I hear. I remember that movie rental ad, and then yeah, those are my top three.
Very nice, diverse pick, to be honest. What about you, Sam?
Come on, man. I'm a selector. You already know.
Oh my god. Three favorite. Have you guys seen this movie Ghost?
Yes, love that movie.
So that the main song on the soundtrack, I think is called Unchained Melody.
I remember
I'll
that.
check
Yeah,
it still, man.
by Righteous Brothers. It's by Righteous Brothers, called Unchained Melody. That's I feel like that's my favorite love song of all time.
Oh, my love, my darling.
That song gets me in my feelings all the time. Also, I Want It That Way, Backstreet Boys.
Okay.
Oh, that's a check.
That's a big
Yeah.
tune.
Yeah.
That's a big tune.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I almost started smiling at the time.
Yo, you know, you've seen the video, right? You've seen the video, right?
That's
That thing is crazy.
bro. You guys, I
That
feel
is
like
crazy.
you have to sing at the top of your lungs and dance while you're listening.
Trust me. That's a shout. That's a shout.
And then Sweetest Taboo by Sade.
Sweetest taboo.
Oh, Sweetest Taboo.
These are really good choices, guys.
These are very good picks.
Very
Absolutely
good picks.
love it. Thank you. Okay.
We love that. So as the show is love-based, sweetness, and all of them things there, we wanted to ask you guys, how old were you when you had your first crush? And the whole experience. We want a story.
Think back, or think.
Man.
My first crush. Okay, go on.
Sarz, you go first.
No. The ladies first.
I bet. So my first crush, I've got two first crushes.
Wow.
One where I was like kind of sane enough to understand what a crush meant, and the earliest one when I was like literally a baby. So this is the first one. So basically, in our house in Nigeria, it's like quite a massive compound, and we live in the top floor, and then we rent out all the other space to people, to like students and stuff. And there was this woman that lived in the boys' quarters, like she was fire. I remember I was probably like 5 or like 6, and she used to love me. Like every time she would come find me and be like, oh, come, and she'd carry me and I'll be just putting my head on her.
She'll carry you.
Like,
Okay.
yo, she would carry me. I was a darling. They loved me. They used to love me. All the women used to love me. And I didn't even know what kissing any of that stuff was. I just knew that I wanted this woman. I wanted to marry this woman at that age. Like, this was the woman that I thought she was the most beautiful woman I'd ever seen. Obviously very voluptuous and, like, you know, scrumptious.
At the age of how old was this again?
I was like 5, man. I've been a bad boy since young, man. My mind, like, I'm spoiled. I've been spoiled. Anyway, so that's the
Wow.
that's the woman. That was my first. This guy, man. I've been here before. I've lived this life before, bro. So I come in knowledgeable. I already knew. So that was my first one.
Okay.
That was my first ever crush. So.
Wow. That is such an amazing story.
I enjoyed it.
Really romantic.
Nah.
My first one's probably in junior secondary school or primary 6. I'm not sure. But I mean, we used to live close to each other. And I remember I used to give this girl all my money. And she has to eat. Yeah.
Romantic.
I used to give her all my money, and you know, anytime she doesn't come to class, it's like I don't want to be in school and everything. But I was so scared to even say anything to her. So we're like actually good friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's it.
that's the memory I have.
Did you ever break the news?
You know,
Tell her.
no, I think she left town. So, you know, out of sight, out of mind.
The one that
Yeah,
got.
that one. Yeah.
No, literally the one that got.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's lovely. Sorry, that actually threw me off. That's so cute, honestly. Okay. Do you guys
I have a cute one too.
Oh, do you? Please, I want to.
No, I'm joking. I don't want to lie. Let's continue, please. Let's go on. Because the person I'm going to talk about is like, we're kind of cool now, so it's just like, let's not get into that one.
It's a no-go zone.
Okay. Are you familiar with your love languages?
Yes, I am.
Both of you, yeah? Do you want to tell us what your love languages are?
First of all, I feel like everyone appeals to all the love languages, just as you appeal to some more than the others.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say the one on top of my list is acts of service.
We love to hear it.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's what makes me feel loved the most.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's like for someone like acts of service, you would like to receive that
Or to give.
or to give?
No, to receive.
To receive. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I mean, to give. I mean, I can't give you a love language because I don't. I mean, you have to know what your love language is.
Yeah.
True. Very true.
That's true. And then, so your top would be acts of service. Second?
Oh, I mean, was that on the table? I thought you just wanted to hear one.
No. I want to hear two. Acts of service and...
I think quality time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a good...
I can't remember the rest of the top of my head, but I know receiving gifts come in last. So, like, I mean, it's cool, but I don't really care for it as much. Yeah.
I can read out all 5 of them, right? So it's acts of service, gifts, touch, quality time, and words of affirmation.
Yeah, words of affirmation. How's that with you? And physical
Words
touch.
of affirmation is just before gifts.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Obongjayar?
I mean, like, my love language would be acts of service for sure. Like, just doing things, little things, that don't necessarily have to be like massive gestures, just like little things, and like just being aware of me. I mean, understanding how I move and just being aware of that, and, you know, doing things to sort of like elevate me or like help me, whatever. Do you know what I mean? That's the stuff that means that someone actually cares for you and has time for you. Do you know what I mean? So that would be my number one for sure. And also, like, the second would probably be just being tapped in, like someone who gets it. Do you know what I mean? I'd love to be able to have a conversation outside of like that, like quite profound conversations, and someone who can sort of bounce back and forth with me. That's like the perfect. That's defo wifey. Like, that's someone that I'm like, do you know what? This is someone I want to spend my time with because I'm quite like, quite mad. Do you know what I mean? So someone who can sort of like be mad with me. Do you know what I mean? And like, we bounce off each other.
And
Bounce off the madness.
Bounce off the madness, absolutely. And then someone who, and I guess like affectionate. Do you know what I mean? Like just like a girl being like showing that, being proud that I'm a man. Do you know what I mean? Like, and just kind of, you can just when you're out or like when you're just around friends and whatever, just someone who's just quite, you know, quite affectionate and quite tactile. That's kind of, I like that stuff, but not too much. If you're too tactile, it's gone.
it's too much. Yeah,
you have to know when to be tactile and when not to be tactile. Do you know what I mean? So basically, those are my 3 top love languages.
Okay, so speaking of madness, yeah. What are you guys' star signs? And do you even? I want to say, do you acknowledge it? Because some people just they don't.
A little bit, but I feel like people take it too far because there's a zodiac sign for every personality. You know, you can be quiet and be Scorpio and be Libra and be this and be that, but so don't base out your star sign. You know the way. I know girls are into astrology a lot, and you know they'll be like, "Oh, I came late because I'm Capricorn. I came because I'm."
No.
But with that said, I'm Pisces.
Pisces.
Okay.
They said you people are stubborn. No, they said Pisces.
I beg you. If you're into, yes, I have. If you're into star signs, you know that's an easy way. As in, like, I can just be like, okay, oh, she thinks she's Libra, so she's into, you know, the zodiac sign that she thinks she's into, and I can be that zodiac sign for you.
Yeah.
And everything will just seems to work out.
Absolutely.
So don't play yourself. Don't play yourself and say, oh, they say you people.
Absolutely.
Pisces are stubborn.
I can be that for you.
Pisces are stubborn though. That's a fact.
Pisces are stubborn, man.
That's a fact. Like it's so wild.
If you're stubborn, you're stubborn. I don't think it has anything to do with. I mean, the only thing I think. The only personality trait I think, you know, goes with the Pisces sign is being creative. A lot of Pisces are creative people.
I can agree with that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But any other thing, I'm like, okay.
Okay.
So maybe I'm a crayfish. Maybe I'm a lobster. I'm not a
No, what you it is?
What about you?
That's so funny. I'm a Virgo. People usually surprised when I say I'm a Virgo. And this is why like me and Sarz get on so well, because I'm a Virgo and he's a Pisces. We're literally opposite, like we're opposite signs.
Obi, do you know what they say about Virgo men? Do you know what?
I'm gonna let Victory break the news to you.
They say Virgo men can love.
It's true now. It's true. Have you not heard have you listened to Sweetness? What do you think this is?
Can love.
I don't know about that too.
It's true.
I don't know about that. I mean,
it's true.
Not about you. I know Virgo men. that are cold.
Really?
No, because that's the exterior. Because listen, as a Virgo man, I can tell
Oh my
you,
God! Okay, the moon rising, and the Mercury slipping, or what?
He's actually not having it. He says, "I don't care."
Guy, get out of here, man.
No, now. No, that's what you want to say.
Guy,
now.
get out of here, man. Get
Your
out
moon
of
rose
here,
at
man.
Venus today, or what?
Stop.
No, what you for this?
Guy, get out of here. No, but it's true. Like Virgo, like we're quite emotional. We're very sensitive. I mean, our exteriors might not be show that we are, but like when you get to know us, like we're very, very sensitive, and you know, and quite emotional. So definitely, I'm like the when it comes to that side of things, like love and shit, I am the Virgo man for real.
That's what they say about Cancers as well, to be honest. The whole emotional side as well.
You guys can cry. I love that though. Virgo, Obi, you guys heard it here first. And Sarz is a Pisces. But obviously he's not really into that stuff, ladies. So make sure when you're coming to him, don't come with that because he doesn't want to hear it.
I'm not into it as well. I'm just
okay.
let you know.
I'm
I'm clued up on what it is, and I can recognize certain features in myself, but like I think it's definitely not a determining factor or like end or be all. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, fair enough. Guys, we have a lot more to get into with Sarz and Obongjayar, so please do not go anywhere. If you haven't listened to the Sweetness EP, I don't know what rock you're living under, but we will be playing each track by track, and getting into it. So make sure you stay locked and use the hashtag NS Lunchtime. Get involved with our chit chat. Remember, this is Sweetness Radio.
And also the hashtag Sweetness Radio.
All right, should we change
Period.
it? Guys, I'm not doing this well. Hashtag Sweetness Radio, guys. That's what the hashtag is going to be for today. Yeah. Right now, we're going to get into a bit of music, but we're going to be right back here with Obongjayar and Sarz. Don't go anywhere.
There's no signal.com.
Found myself on the day I found you. My days just don't feel the same without you. 'Cause it's the days when you hold me tight. Been so long that I've been about you. Baby, how you doing? How you been? I know it's been years, but I miss you. Tell that we were better off as friends, but I don't care. 'Cause I miss you. Ooh, I miss you. Tell me, boy, how would you feel if you see me with somebody? Tell me, do you think of me still? 'Cause I've been needing your company. It's the days when you hold me tight. Been so long that I've been without you. Baby, how you doing? How you been? I know it's been years, but I miss you. Tell that we were better off as friends, but I don't care. 'Cause I miss you. Baby, how you doing? How you been? I know it's been years, but I miss you. Tell that we were better off as friends, but I don't care. 'Cause I miss you.
Guys, we are still here in the studio with Obongjayar and Sarz. We're going to be getting into the Sweetness EP very, very soon, track by track. Make sure you use the hashtag Sweetness Radio, guys, because this is our love theme show and this is Sweetness Radio. Okay, guys, like we said, we are definitely going to get into these tracks track by track, but we just wanted to ask you guys collectively, like, how did this collaboration come about? Anybody can take this.
Sarz, you go first. As you always sell this better than I can.
Wow. Anyway, I met Obongjayar in January 2020, before the pandemic. And I mean, before then, I also heard some of his music, and it sounded very interesting because doing poetry and very otherworldly music is very interesting to me. Hello, sorry about that. It's fine. Yeah, so I remember him. We're in a hotel room, a mock-up studio, and I remember he said he has this idea and he has this song, and he just sang "Sweetness, don't give me the runaround, I don't want to count." And I was like, oh, this sounds very retro and new at the same time. So it really just inspired me to just try something I've never done before. And once we got that sound, that was the first song we made. And once we got that sound, we just knew okay, this is what the project needs to sound like.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And everything was just seamless.
How about you?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we met, that's where we met, innit? But my story is a bit different because I was meant to link up with Sarz in London. So before January 20, was it January or was it late? Yeah, it was January. I was meant to link up with I was meant to link up with Sarz in London because he was here for a little bit. So we had a session booked in, but he was like, I think he had like a session the night before, and like he kind of ran over to the next morning, whatever, so he couldn't make it. And I just remember being really upset because I'd gotten up. It was like an early session. I'd gotten up and in West London as well, and I live south, and I'd gotten up super early to get to West. And then this guy was not there. And he was like, oh yeah, his manager was like, he'll be there at midday. I was like, okay, bet. So I waited in the studio till midday. This guy didn't show up. I was pissed. Like if you know me, you know one thing I hate, I hate lateness. I can't, especially if I'm waiting for you. Yeah. Like, I hate it, and I hate being late as well. Don't say
that. You've been late so many times.
He said you want to lie.
You want to lie
properly.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I'm so finished.
Anyway. Let's do.
Alright, you want to count all those local sessions, bro? Where are you? Yeah, I'm about. You know, I'm shouting a bit. Yeah.
Dad, he just caught you out, man. That's crazy.
That's a lie. No, that's a lie. Anyway, let's move on. Moving on.
Okay.
So Sarz was late, and then a few hours went by. Sarz was still not there, and I was like bringing up his manager, super pissed, and she was like, "Oh man, yeah, I don't think he can make it today." And I was like very angry because I was actually really looking forward to the session because I've loved Sarz's stuff from time, like from when I was a lot younger, and like listening to Samba with Wiz and stuff, and like just all the stuff that he kind of done up until that point. So I was really excited, and the fact that it didn't happen kind of threw me off a little bit. But then I went to Nigeria in January to shoot a video for one of my songs, and the idea was I'll shoot the video, and then the rest of the week I'll try to get into sessions and stuff. And then I linked up with Sarz, and I remember the morning of that I was meant to go in the studio with Sarz. I was texting my girl, and she was like, "Oh, I love you, my sweet," or something like that. And I was like, and that's literally how like this idea of like sweetness came, because I was like, "Oh, I think I must have responded back saying you too, sweetness," and I was like, "This is crazy. I need to make this into a thing." Because I was kind of in that state when I wrote Sweetness, and this was like really early days when me and my girl was starting to see each other. So that's basically what Sweetness is about. And then I got to the studio, got to the hotel, and then we just made magic, and it was so seamless. Like it felt like I'd known Sarz forever. Like he was just felt like a brother. Do you know what I mean? Like there was that connection instantly. Do you know what I mean? It didn't feel like a producer musician sort of situation. It was just like straight in.
Yeah, and I also apologize for
I was gonna ask.
To the session in London. I apologize, and I bought him suya. The best suya ever had in my life.
Yeah, that's true. Sarz took me to this really crazy, like, and Sarz was so welcoming, and he's obviously Sarz in Nigeria is a superstar now. Everybody's coming up to Sarz, and I was like, who's this guy? If I was a babe, I'll fall for Sarz. But
no, I absolutely love that. I did want to quickly.
No, it was beautiful. It was really beautiful, and obviously the start of a gorgeous relationship that turned into this incredible EP that we've got out now. Go check it out.
Literally,
on all platforms right now.
I know.
Out right now.
And how would you guys? And how would you guys describe your EP in 3 words? Both of you.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah.
Sweet, classic, future, past.
Okay.
I like that.
Future, past.
I love that. Sweet, classic, future, past. You know that future, past? I'm going to put a pin in that because that is perfect.
That future, past is hard. That is
perfect.
How do I even follow that? How do I follow that? I'm meant to be the guy with the words, man. Like, nothing. I'd say sweet, obviously. Raw, and I guess future past, man, because that's just too perfect.
I have one word that you guys haven't
said. That stuff is hard.
I would say timeless.
I would say timeless too.
I would really say timeless.
I can't say like I never call anything that I do timeless because I'm not the judge of that. Do you know what I mean? And music is my art or whatever I do is in the world, it's kind of up to to the people to make that decision. So thank you. I'll
yeah,
definitely take
yeah. The people, me, Grace, at the same time.
We are saying it. Honestly.
Gracias.
But yes,
Thank
food
you.
past is
Thank you.
perfect word though. I would. So
Food
similar.
Pass is great.
I would like to say that. How would you describe the sound that you both created on this EP? Like sonically, what words would you use to describe that sound?
Sonically, it's a bit of a madness. It's a bit of everything. Yeah, I mean, it's. I was just trying to create something no one else has done before. Infuse all my musical influences from the 80s, all my music influences from the synthwave era, all my musical influences from soul music, and also a dash of Afrobeats.
Yeah, just a little sprinkle.
Yeah,
A little sprinkle, just a little.
yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
Literally.
What Sarz said.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he's.
Yeah, but I can't speak much about the conversations because I mean that's really like probably inspired by. I mean, what Obongjayar is inspired by.
Yeah. Now, in terms of sound, I think you absolutely hit the nail on the head though, because I mean, you produced the record, so you're in a better position to speak on those than I am.
Yeah.
I don't think I know he was like he's the sole everything is production is Sarz on this record. But I think in terms of the lyrically and the narrative of what the project is, I think I was focusing on the start and not finish, but the start to the middle of a relationship. So when you're in love, when you start feeling someone and like having those conversations or seeing someone and you're really into them, but you're not quite sure what's going on because you don't know where they stand because it's fairly new, so you don't really know what they're on. That's literally what Sweetness was about. As much as you like someone, you're not fully sure about what they're on. You know what you're on, but you're not fully sure what they're on. Do you know what I mean? That's how it started, and then it was the conversation going into like the second song. Was just more about okay, we're good now, but things are still a bit rough into the third. So that the idea was to sort of make a project that felt like a film. Do you know what I mean? How it starts off, the conflict in the middle, and then the sweet ending. Do you know what I mean? That was kind of how I was thinking when I wrote the record.
And it came through. I have to say, it absolutely shined. It
delivered.
It delivered.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I would also ask, what was the process like for you guys? Obviously, you've kind of touched on it a little bit, but when you were in this EP, what was it like going to the studio? What was your headspace like? Was it stressful? Was it long? Was it pretty easy and quick? What would you say?
It wasn't stressful, but at the same time, it wasn't like easy and quick because we wanted the right ideas. Everyone went like back and forth. I remember Obong would record a song from start to finish, and everyone's like, "Yes, this is great," and it's like, "Nah, I need to do this again. Nah, I need to." I said it got to a point where no one was even telling him, but everyone was tired of him. so we're even inviting him to like the mix sessions because we know when we're mixing the record, he'll be like, "Yo, I can cut this better. I can do this again." So we did not invite him at all. We were just like, "Oh, yo, bro,
that's true. I was really
like,
pissed. So when these guys did not invite me, I'd just be like, "I know you guys in the studio. I'm coming now." Like these guys were trying to cut me out because they. But yeah, man, that was it was easy. I think it was easy to write the songs because I mean, to come up with the initial ideas, that process was quite quick, and we knew what we were doing. Sarz anyway.
Yes, the initial
really
ideas. Yeah,
it was really good with like direction and because I come from a different world of music. Like Sarz was very, very instrumental in where this project is because he just knew exactly what he wanted to do and how he wanted to do it, and and what he wanted what he wanted from me. He just didn't I wasn't running wild basically, and Sarz was able to put a cap on me basically and be like, okay, look, this is how you want to do this and this is where you want to kind of good at. He was able to direct me basically on what needed to be done. So that the process I'd say was I learned so much. Is basically what I'm trying to say. Is I learned so much from this process and like how to work in that kind of setting on a project like this. Do you know what I mean? It was a lot of learning for me to do, and I feel like Sarz was able to encapsulate all of that and just feed it to me in a way that I can understand. And
sounds like a love story.
It literally is a love story.
It sounds like a bromance.
Yeah, for real.
Love you, bro.
Love you too, man.
Oh, that's so cute. All right, guys. Well, we have definitely. No, that's cute, man. We have definitely talked about this EP enough. I think it's time for us to let the people hear it, and then we can talk about each track individually. First, we are going to get into Sweetness, guys. Remember, use the hashtag Sweetness Radio. Let us know what you want to say to Obongjayar and Sarz, and enjoy this because me and Grace are definitely going to be, okay? Yes. We'll be back after this. This is Sweetness, the first track of the Sweetness EP.
There's no signal.com.
Give me the runaround. I'm liking what I found in you. You make me feel right. Sweetness, don't turn your lights out. On my way right now to you. Baby, hold tight. Tastes like strawberry, mango, pineapple juice. Girl, as long as I've got you, I can't lose. Feels like sunset and we are exceptional views. Get to you, sweetness. Don't give me the runaround. I'm liking what I found in you. You make me feel right. Sweetness, don't turn your lights off. On my way right now to you. Baby, hold tight. Crazy for her. I wanna be your friend, I wanna be your lover. No, I'm not the only one, she make me feel like number one. Oh, baby, can nobody do me like this? She keeps me satisfied. She knows just what I like. I don't care what they're saying. I want your every sign. I'll be your commando. I'll go to war for you. Girl, let me love you senseless. Take down all your defenses. I'll follow where you go. I'll risk it all for you. I can't resist your sweetness. Baby girl, you're my weakness. Sweetness, sweetness. Don't give me the runaround. I'm liking what I found in you. You make me feel right. Sweetness, don't turn your lights out. On my way right now to you. Baby, hold tight.
Okay, and we're back. For those who don't know, I'm Victory.
And I'm Grace.
And you are locked into Sweetness Radio.
Woohoo!
Now, can we join in the next time you do that? The sweet, I want to join in.
You want to join in? No worries, you're on to the next one.
That's so hard. I'm really into that.
You're into
really into that.
I absolutely love that. Guys, as promised, we are going through the Sweetness EP by Obongjayar and Sarz. We've just listened to Sweetness, absolutely beautiful track. And we need to talk about it, okay? Because I don't even want to start getting into favorites, because the fact that there's only 4 tracks, we're even going to talk about that later, because that was rude. That was just rude. But first question, what inspired this track, and what song did it remind you of? I'll ask you first, Obi, just because you wrote the lyrics. I want to know what inspired it.
Like I said, this the period in my life I was in. It's like with my girl, it's like the early stage, the chase. Do Do you know what I mean? Where you know what you want and you know you want this woman, right? But you know how women are, man. Sometimes they're just moving you're not sure what if they're really feeling you, if they want to do this thing or not, even if their actions might be different. It's still early, so you don't know if she's still talking to someone else or she's talking to you. Like, you don't really know what's going on. So that's why it's like, don't give me the run around sort of thing, because like, I want you. Like, don't try to fuck around, because I know exactly what I want, and I want to be with you, sort of thing. So it's kind of like an assertive record in a way, and just obviously being a sweet boy and like professing your love for the girl and just making her know that, you know what, this guy's into me and only has eyes for me, so I'm gonna go this way. That's what inspired it in a nutshell.
Definitely got that.
Okay, so Sarz, for you, are you intentional about the instruments that were on Sweetness?
Everything was very intentional. There's a certain mood that song carries. It just makes you feel like, you know, you're dressed up really nice and in black. You know, go for a dinner. You know, 1-2 step.
Yeah.
You know, someone that you're in love with. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's why I pictured it in my head. You know, when I was making that track. So, you know, I wanted it to feel like very smooth, like his vocals. I also have like that retro vibe. But I also wanted like a little bit of groove to it. So you can also like this. Yeah.
Just move a little bit, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Get that. Obi, I think you kind of touched on this already, but I had the question here was, are there any like any elements of your personal life that were in these lyrics? Like, was there anything?
100%.
100%? Yeah.
What the lyrics? Let me see if I can find the lyrics. I mean, I guess it's mainly the hook. That's like, don't give me the run around. I'm liking what I found. Do you know what I mean? And like, this was a point where I was on my fuckboy city boy shit, man. And then I found this girl, and it's like, you know what? This was this thing I was missing. I'm lacking this thing I'm missing, and I need you to almost complete me in a sense. You know, and I couldn't let that go. So
isn't that a bit selfish?
It's not about it.
It's not.
No, if you think about it, like you say, you're lacking what you found in her, so you're trying to use her to complete you.
Oh, that's true.
No, I'm not using her. That's what love is. Like, love is that. It's like you both complement each other and you have qualities that make sense.
Why I think love is, you know, you come with your love and she comes with your love and you both share it. You share love with each other. That's what love is for me. But let me take this part of you and complete me.
No, you're bad. Okay, check this. No, you're not. Which hotspots? I'm not in anywhere. I'm not. I know because I've got the answer.
That's cool.
Because I've got the answer. I know. Okay, check this. Okay, say.
Okay, we're listening.
Before you meet a girl, right? Mm-hmm. There's a hole in your heart. There's something missing. You're lonely. You need your other half.
Why do you have a hole in your heart? Your heart should be full. Self-love. Fill your heart up.
Other half. No,
you don't. Which other half?
Because you need, why do you think they call it? Why do you think they call it other half? Why do they call it other half, Sarz? Why do they call it other half?
It's soul binding, not heart. It's soul, not heart.
Same thing. Heart, soul,
spirit,
head, brain.
It's not the same.
Guys, same thing. Guys, let me finish my points. Leave me alone. You think I wrote this song? Let me finish my points now.
We're gonna let you land. We're gonna let you
land. See. Let me finish my point, and then you say your points. You say your points.
Go on.
So when I said that, I was a point where I was, like I said, doing just being about and just like not really committing to anything and just kind of jumping around. But I felt like there was something missing. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I couldn't really find in the people I was with. Do you know what I mean? And then here comes this girl who is everything that I wanted, and she had all of those qualities, and we kind of complemented each other in that way, and that was why when we both come together, it's love and it's beautiful, and that's
you know what I'll allow you. You know, it's not like I don't have anything to say about this.
Because you have nothing to say. Leave me alone. Yeah.
All right, cool. I know everyone knows.
Guy, okay, what do you guys think? What do you think?
I can't lie, OB. I do kind of agree with Sarz. And when I heard the song, when you said, I'm lucky what I'm finding you, you make me feel right, I was thinking, well, you're not right beforehand now. Now she's coming to do you, building, man. Like, are you sure?
Because you're not, like, it's not, you're thinking about, because you guys are thinking about it in a negative, like when not being right in a negative. Like, it doesn't have to be negative. You don't know you're incomplete until you find your other half.
Okay.
And that's my point. You have no idea what you're missing until you're with that person.
Yeah.
You're like, do you know what? This is shit. And I rate you and I love you.
All right, OB. All right, OB.
Okay. Don't
Sweet
mind
boy.
Sarz is winding you up.
Sweet boy.
Sarz, I know. Sarz, this is what he does. This guy knows. He knows exactly what buttons to press. He knows what buttons to press. Like, leave me alone, bro. Leave me alone, man.
Okay, so you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That hurt your feelings.
This is good. This is good acknowledgement. This is what we like.
Therapy. This is
Yes,
therapy.
literally. So obviously you've
Breaking it down.
So obviously you've described sweetness as kind of like the first stage in that kind of like relationship vibe, right? What would you say is your ideal first date?
When you want to, toast the girl, make her feel good, when you're taking her. What are you showing her?
Dinner. I think dinner. It's definitely a dinner.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of dinner?
No activities.
No.
It's not an activity.
Nah, man, no activity. Because you want to talk to the person. You want to show what you're on. Like you want to show like the kind of food you're into, the kind of places that you want to go eat, sort of thing, and just like introduce her to that. I think like a dinner is like the best way to suss someone out because it's you and them. It's no activities where you're running around, jumping up, doing this, doing that. It's like you're having a conversation or you're just sat there in silence. Do you get me? Like I think a dinner is the best kind of date to go for because you're able to see the person. Do you know what I mean? And there's no hiding. Like what are they gonna do? Start dancing?
Not dancing at the table.
You know what I mean? Like you're having a conversation and you're talking to each other basically.
What about you, Sarz?
I'd say if you're interested in someone, I think you should do a little bit of research and see maybe what the person likes or not instead of just going outright to maybe, lunch or dinner or anything. So it really depends on the person's personality. You can have a few options.
Wow. So what would you say the best kind of first date you've been on has been?
I don't know. I think sometimes your first dates can be, a park. It can be, it can be anything. It really, I feel like it really depends on how you perceive the person or how the person wants to be perceived. I mean, also it can be a dinner, like, that's classic. But I'm just saying, like, if you have ideas based off the person's personality, you can do more. Yeah. To touch on
what Sarz has said, and in relation to my point, I'd say obviously before you go on dinner, you chat to the girl and see what kind of food she likes, kind of vibe before you go to like a
do your dinner, my brother.
And she doesn't like pasta. So there has to be that conversation between you and the girl, just so she understands. You both know what you're getting yourselves into. Do you know what I mean? Or where you're going. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
So it can't be a selfish. You're not just making all the decisions and then okay, I'm gonna go to Chinese. My Chinese and you're fucked.
You're just there.
You guys are just sitting and looking at each other like.
Exactly. Absolutely. So just to add to Sarz's point.
So if we were to flip the script, vice versa. If a girl was to take you guys out on a date, what would you guys like? So Obi, I know you said you're talking about the dinner. Would you want a dinner in first?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah, because then it shows me what she's into, like what kind of spot she's into, the kind of food she likes, if it's good or. I mean, you learn so much about a person from what their choice of place to go is, or like what kind of stuff they're into. Do you know what I mean? Or what they consider good food and what you consider. Do you know what I mean? Like that stuff is like so much. Like all of that information is very key.
What about you, Sarz? Where do you want to be taken?
I'm super easy. Anywhere, anything.
Really?
I wouldn't fuss, as much on a first date.
Just down for the vibe.
Just for the vibe, do you know what I mean? That's it.
Yeah.
That's very, very cool. Well, guys, honestly, the sweetness, that's the question I was going to ask, actually. Was there any real reason why it was Sweetness, the name of the song, and then the name was EP, or was it just kind of like
I mean, sonically, everything just sounded sweet. And we had a song called Sweetness, and I was like, no
It just
brainer.
made sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
It actually took us quite a while to come up.
Yes, actually, yes, because we're thinking of some names.
Oh
Some names
my
I
God, it took us.
can't even mention.
Oh no, I want to hear it. You have to say it. Give us a
Yeah.
couple. Give us a couple.
Nah, no signal, no signal.
So good.
That is so funny because it's so true. That's hilarious.
Well,
That's hilarious. And we were like, I remember when we decided to pick the name Sweetness, we were like, why don't we just call it Sweetness? And we were like, yeah, duh. The name is staring at us the whole time, and we were trying to come up
that's lovely.
with these mad names. Man. That was crazy.
Like,
It's
That was so
definitely a great name, and I think it speaks to what like the EP gives when you listen to it. It is genuinely just sweet. Let's move on to the next track. The next track is a Gone Girl. I'm trying not to be biased, but just I love
I was gonna
this
say,
track.
me, I didn't want to say.
Bloody hell, I love
But
this
this
track.
This one, yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And there is a visualizer, guys, up on YouTube. If you haven't checked it out, please do, because I love it. I just love everything about it. It's perfect. And you know what? Before I start gushing over it, let's get into this. This is Gone Girl, Obongjayar and Sarz, track 2 of the EP. We'll be back after this.
Uplifting black culture. No Signal Radio.
Something I'm not doing. Are we good if I misread the room? Have we changed and split into two? Do we even know each other? Do we even know each other anymore? I look at you and don't see anyone. You're so far away. Am I losing you? Ooh, can't keep plugging. Something is different here, and I can't bear the silence. Always ends up in tears when we try to hide. Try past warning signs, run the lights. Baby, let me try and make this right. Whoa, baby, let me when I hold you, you're missing. I wish you were here. Baby, let me when I hold you, you're missing. I wish you were here. Zombie. Gone girl, where did you go? Where did you go? Gone girl, where did you go? Where did you go? Tell me it's in my mind. Tell me that I'm mistaken. Tell me it's all a lie. Tell me you love me, baby. Tell me it's in my head. Tell me I'm going crazy. Tell me it's all pretend. Tell me I'm only dreaming. Can't be lying. Something is different here, and I can't bear the silence. Always ends up in tears when we try to hide. Try past warning signs, run the lights. Baby, let me try and make this right. Whoa, baby, lately when I hold you, you're missing. I wish you were here. Baby, lately when I hold you, you're missing. I wish you were here. Zombie, 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 zombie. Gone girl, where did you go? Where did you go? Gone girl, where did you go? Where did you go? Zombie, 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 zombie. Gone girl, where did you go? Where did you go? Gone girl, where did you go? Where did you go? Zombie, zombie,
Okay. We are back. We have just listened to Gone Girl off the Sweetness EP by Obongjayar and Sarz. I'm Victory.
And I'm Grace.
And you are locked into
Sweetness Radio.
And we are joined by the amazing talent Obongjayar and Sarz. Obongjayar is loving Sweetness Radio. He is here for it.
I love it. It sounds so good. It rolls up the tongue so nicely. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely loved it. The song you guys just heard was Gone Girl. As I mentioned before the break, the visuals are up on YouTube. Visualizer is so bloody sick. I think that has to be my first question. I just want to know what inspired that visualizer before we even get into the song.
Yes.
I just want to know that. Was there more to it? Like what brought that about?
We're not gonna take any credit for that. You know, that was all our creative team. You know, they all came up with that. Yeah.
Big
So
up
shout out to them. Shout out to Metallic. Yeah.
And shout out to Julia who shot the video.
Yes.
She
Shout out to
made it.
Julia.
Oh,
She's amazing.
amazing.
Phenomenal.
Talent. Shout out to Julia, man. You guys did amazing. Absolutely love that. Okay, so let's get into the track. I guess I'll ask you the same question again. Actually, no, I'll start with Sarz, yeah. What kind of inspired, you've kind of touched on it as well, but that, you've mentioned it, that kind of 80s synth sound, that sort of, I don't even know what to call it. Do you know, I feel like you would describe it the best, but what inspired that sound, especially for this track?
For me, Gone Girl is basically, sonically, is like Phil Collins and The Weeknd merged
Mm-hmm.
The
in an Afrobeat world.
Yeah.
In an Afrobeat world.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can describe it sonically. Is like, you know, both elements from those artists, you know, with a touch of Afrobeat.
That's amazing. I think you, when we listened to it, we were like, I'm getting The Weeknd vibes. Like you said it, and I was like, I'm hearing.
Do you know what pisses me off? Yeah, I know this is no shade to The Weeknd. I'm a great musician, whatever. People say, you sound like The Weeknd. I'm like, are you crazy? Like, how do I sound like The Weeknd?
No. I don't think you do.
You don't sound like
no, it's not.
Yeah,
I know,
I'm
but
just
when
thinking sonically.
when I see that, I'm just like, guys, are you serious? Like, come on, man.
You know,
my thing is, like, don't try downplay what me and Sarz has done as like trying to, like, do you get me? Like, it's not that.
Yeah,
that's not what we're doing
not.
here. Do you know what I mean? So I just wanted to make that clear. So if you're one of them motherfuckers saying that shit,
stop saying it. I love that.
Okay. So is there any no, I was gonna say
no, you can ask that one. Go on.
I was getting
I want to know.
Let me rewind. Is there any link between the song and the movie?
I wanted to know
no.
this. Sadly.
Do you know the thing is, if that film never existed, that song would still be called Gone Girl because of the way we wrote it. I almost like, you know, when I'm singing zombie, it's like someone who's there but not there, doesn't exist. So it's like Gone Girl. Do you know what I mean? That's where that came from. So even if that film didn't exist, I mean, obviously it helped that it did exist because I was like, it's something that relates to it in a way. But the lyric had nothing to do with it.
Okay, so what inspired it then? For you, like the lyrics in that song, Gone Girl.
It's like, okay, so basically, at this point when we're now fully working on the project and trying to figure out narratives, I had to pull back from times in relationships or people I've been with where, you know, you're with someone but they're not there. You're not with them. I mean, it's just something's off. Do you know what I mean? That's kind of what I was pulling from. So in this scenario, I'm with this girl and, you know, like I can just notice that the way we used to be isn't the same. Like the love is kind of like starting to fade away a little bit, or maybe I'm just overthinking it. Do you know what I mean? So that's kind of where the inspiration for the lyrics came from. Is that situation where you're like, who are you? I don't even recognize you anymore. You're not the same person I started off seeing. So, and that's where it came from.
Okay, and based off what you just said, what would you say is the biggest red flag in your relationships that you?
Or just not even relationships, to be honest.
Or just a simple red flag. Where you're just like, no, this is not gonna run.
Yeah,
I
can't get with this.
For me,
if there's a few, you can list.
You can list.
Because even
for me, it's more communication based. Because I know I do this. Like
you just hit the nail. I was gonna say the same thing.
It's communication. Like if I'm into someone, I'm on it. Like boom, 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 boom. Like the conversation is flowing back and forth. You can't go a day without speaking to the person. You can't wait when you see the person. Like it's just flowing. But when that isn't there, because I know when I'm not into someone, I know what my response is. Like,
1,000%.
I kind of don't want to fuck with it. So that's the biggest red flag for me, because I know that I do that and people call me out on it. And it's like, you know what, I'm actually not super into this.
Yeah, the same. What he said.
Communication, biggest red flag.
Yeah.
Do your own, say your own.
Bro, you've
Guys,
literally
say
said
your
what
own.
he
Guys, say
said
your
like
own.
5 times. You said what he said like 5 times. I didn't say nothing. Just one time now that I agree with you.
Problem.
Can you see how human beings are? Can you actually see human beings?
Yeah, copy.
No, it's
fine,
true. Now, can you see human
it's
beings?
fine now. It's alright. You already know
It's
the
like, oh,
group rules. Just copy me now. Copy me. It's fine. It's fine.
what's
Copy me.
said? Yeah, what's I said?
You
Yeah,
guys are so funny.
I agree with Sarz. Look, now.
No, but okay.
Yeah, leave me alone.
Oh, you guys are so funny. Okay, fair enough. Guys, we are going to get more into this EP, so make sure you don't go anywhere. We have still got If You Say to get into. And I was going to say my favorite track again. Everything is favorite track, but that one has a special place in my heart, okay?
Oh, nobody.
Oh my
Fair
God.
play. Interesting.
Those tracks, amazing. We're gonna go into another music break right now, guys. Make sure you stay locked in. This is Sweetness Radio with your Gucci babes, Obongjayar and Sarz. We'll be back in a little bit.
There's no signal.
Let's make this last forever. With you is where I belong. I'm just trying to see you kick it with me, 'cause time waits for no one. When we're together, baby, you know we do no wrong. Your sweet harmonies, yeah, you best believe I'm singing along. Oh, ain't got no business being in this if I tell me why. Tell me why I'd hide from what feels right. Oh, and I know it can get cold out in this world all alone, but I'll be here when you're needing a friend or more. So let me give you all my love.
are back. You are still locked into Sweetness Radio with Victory and Grace, and we have got Obongjayar and Sarz in the building with us. Hey guys.
Hello.
How you guys doing? Are you enjoying it so far? Oh,
Yeah, I'm having a good time.
oh, okay. Obongjayar, you're muted.
He finally worked out.
Very true. That's very true. Because I was like, what's going on?
Are you enjoying it so far though? Yeah?
I'm loving it. I'm loving it for real. I really enjoy. Every time I see Sarz, like it's nice to just catch up. And it's funny because like the last few weeks we've just been over things like this. It's always really fun.
That is amazing.
There's a lot of love
Likewise.
there.
A lot of love in there.
Yeah.
We're very happy to hear that. So, as for
He's literally the best guy.
oh, guys.
You too, Sha. You too, Sha.
You two are cute. As you said, we are going through the Sweetness EP track by track. But before we move on to the next track, I just want to ask you guys some questions individually. So, Sarz, you are obviously a prolific producer. Your name, everyone knows you. Do you know what I mean? And if they don't know you, then they should know you. Do you know what I mean? You have produced for damn near everybody. You've had a big, massive, huge career. Not you are having an amazing, big, massive career. How did you know that music production was your lane? Did you just have a eureka moment? Did it take a while? How did it come about?
My friend introduced me to music production. The moment I tried it, I just noticed I started spending a lot of time making beats. First few beats I made got sold. And that's when I was like, wow. So I'm enjoying this and I can make money from it. Oh shit. Oh shit, yeah. And I never looked back since then. This was a long time ago. I was probably 16 or so.
And how does it feel to have a household name in the Afro beat world, the Afro scene? Like, how does it feel for you?
It's normal because it's my life, it's my reality. Like, you know. It's my point of view. I probably don't see myself the way people see me.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I see myself as obsessed. No, but it's true. Like I'm the one that has to live in this body, you know, every day. So I don't really see myself that way, like, I just see myself as someone that will do, you know, what it takes to achieve dreams.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's
so
beautiful.
profound.
That is so
Literally.
profound. I love that. I'm sure.
Obongjayar, you're killing me.
So obviously,
BJ.
since you've been around, which has been, you've been around for a long time, and you've produced for the likes of Wizkid, Mr. Easy, Banky W, everyone, everybody. Have you seen your influence in the music that's come out since you've been around? And how does that make you feel?
It just reinstates that you're definitely doing something right. This is as humble as I want to sound. I know, like, I've influenced, especially from the music creation point, I've influenced, you know, a huge chunk of music producers coming out of Nigeria and Africa as a whole. Yeah. You know, most of them look up to me for mentorship and stuff. So it just like I said, reinstates that, no, you're doing something right and you have to keep going. And it just makes, it's beautiful because, you know, it's more than just making music, it's legacy. You know, that you're actually, you know, doing something for people, you're improving lives, you're taking people out of the streets. You know, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing amazing. I think so many people can say that. My last question for you, Sarz, is obviously you have, this is not like the first kind of collaboration project you've done. You did Love Attention with Lil J not too long ago, another amazing project. You've done, you know, you did I Like Girls with Trouble. That was with Well
I Love Girls with Trouble.
I Love Girls with Trouble, yeah. That was another one. What's your creative process like when working on projects with all these like different artists? How do you decide, like, and what makes you say, yes, this is the one?
So I hear them, I hear their music, and I think about my version of that artist. That's why anything I create with an artist on a collab track doesn't really sound like anything they've done, because I'm literally like translating what I think. what I think not sure they would sound like working with me.
Mm.
So I bring them into my own world, or we meet somewhere, halfway.
That's
Yeah.
And that's just how it is. You're so chill and relaxed. I love
Really,
it. Honestly,
it's- if I could describe you, it would be calm, cool, and collected.
cool, calm, and collected. Honestly, were you considered like a cool kid in school, like one of the cool guys?
Triple C's.
Triple C.
Nah, I don't think so.
Oh, we love it. We love it. Thank you for answering those questions.
Okay.
OB, over to you.
Yes.
Okay, so what's the meaning and the background of your name?
Yes, I'm really interested to know.
So my name is Junior. So my mom calls me Junior.
Okay.
And Obong in Calabar means, in Efik means king. So I just kind of put both of them together. So JR is Junior, I guess.
Oh wow.
Obong is king. So I put those things together because I was my
King
before I-
Junior. I'm changing
Exactly.
your name to King Junior.
It's actually, do you know what? That's why I stuck with it, just because I felt like the whole idea of being a king and being a junior, they're quite contradicting.
Yeah.
Contradicting
definitely.
things, but not so much, because if you think about the definition of a king is someone, or a leader, someone who serves. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't really contradict, but the ideas of what people think a king
So
means.
in other words, Obongjayar means prince.
Yeah, he meant
No, it doesn't. Yeah, not really. Not
Yeah,
not the
in
way I was
other words,
trying
I
to
say
do
I'm like king. I mean, I'm like the King Junior. Like
King Junior means prince. Yeah, but
Yeah.
But the way I saw putting those two things together was quite profound for me, and
Yeah.
I obviously doesn't have any meaning. So I my meaning of what it is power. So if you're able to be a king and be able to serve and not let it go to your head, you have power. So that's what the name means to me, is power or powerful.
That's
We
amazing.
love that.
I absolutely love that.
No, we actually love that. And how would you describe your sound?
Man, my sound is spiritual. Because I just go where the spirit takes me. Like I don't like to think too much. Obviously, there's stuff that I'm influenced by and stuff that I like, but I don't let anything restrict me from making the stuff that's in my head. If I hear something in my head, I'm gonna make it. Like nothing's gonna stop me. Whether people think it's trash or people think it's this or people think it's that, I'm gonna do it. And I'm blessed in the sense I've got these two vocal ranges where I can sort of flip between the husky or gravelly vocal and the high pitched vocal. So I make sure I make use of that when it makes sense.
I love it, and you do it at the right time. You do it exactly when it needs to be done.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely sick. Obviously, you did drop your album, Which Way Is Forward.
EP is my album.
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 Not album.
People are gonna go mad.
No, now you dropped your project, Which Way Is Forward, in 2020. How was that for you? Was that a big moment for you? I'm sure it was. And how did you feel when it came out?
It was an incredible moment for me, because I feel like with that project, I finally understood what my sound was, production-wise and vocal-wise, and like how I wanted to present myself as an artist and how I wanted to frame the things I was saying. And so that was incredible for me. I think that project has so much meaning to me, because a lot of the things, it's almost like I saw the future. It's almost like I was a time traveler, and I saw what was going to happen, because everything that I said on those records, or be it from A to finish, are things that have come to pass. So that record has a special place in my heart, production wise, and even like down to the songwriting and what the narratives of the songs are. It's got a really special place, because I feel like I said what I wanted to say, and I said it well. Do you know what I mean? That's what's important. That's what's important to me. And these are songs that I feel like are going to live forever. And and it's sad that these things are especially the subjects in which I was talking about, are still happening, and are probably going to continue happening until I'm not here anymore. Do you know what I mean? But I'm glad as a writer I was able to encapsulate those moments or those ideas and say it in the way that I said it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And who did you grow up listening to?
Oh man, like I grew up listening to. So when I was a lot younger, when my mom was still in Nigeria, she used to, like, in the car, She used to play Brandy and Tony Braxton, that kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? But that was very short-lived. It was a very, very short-lived experience in my life because my mom had to obviously flee Nigeria and come to London. We were left in Nigeria. Me and my younger brother were left in Nigeria. So the music that I was listening to then, because my house is not really a musical household. Like my grandma, what's she listening to? Nothing. Like she was just doing minding her business.
Yeah.
So the music that I got introduced to, or like I fell in love with, was stuff that my neighbors who were downstairs, the guys who were renting from us downstairs, they had like an a cappella group. They used to sing in church. So they'd rehearse every Saturday, Sunday in their kitchen.
Yeah.
And they'll be singing a cappella ABBA, they'll be singing a cappella Boys to Men, they'll be singing all that stuff, and I wanted to be a part of that group so badly. Like I was so young, and they were a lot older than me, and I wanted to be a part of that so bad. I'll go sit by the kitchen where they were singing and try join in. They'd be like, "Guys, stop! Shh, just shut up," because I'll try join in with them, and I'll be fucking up their vibes. So they were like, "Guys, just relax and just shut up." So I just sit there and try and take it all in. And then my mom would send me like CDs from here. So I think the first CD she sent me was like a Ciara CD, and then the next one like was an Eminem one. And I'd rinse. The first CD she sent me was a Westlife CD, and I remember rinsing.
Oh
that
my
CD.
days!
Wow. I listen till today, man. Like nobody can tell me anything about Westlife. Those guys top 5, bro. Like easy.
Love that.
So I'd listen to that like on repeat, and then me and my brother went to our cousins for holiday, and we found this Nelly versus Usher bootleg CD, and we stole it from my cousins, and we used to just listen to that on repeat, and we'll compete for who can remember, who knows all the lyrics of every song. Do you know what I mean? So that's
Did it have the lyric book?
No, it didn't. It didn't have the lyric book, so we had to like cram the whole thing. So I went to boarding school that year, and I came back. And my brother was still at home, and he'd memorized all the lyrics. And I remember just being I felt so left out. I felt so left out. By the time I went back, do you know what I mean? Like it was so peak. And by the time I went back to school, back to boarding school, I started my own band. Like in school, I was like, yo, my brother can't outshine me. I need to do something and start my own group and write my own songs. And that's basically how I fell into music. It was those moments.
That's such a wholesome story.
Yeah, literally.
That is so cute.
Yeah.
Last question for you. Obviously, we heard like something might be coming up. What can you tell us about your upcoming projects? I don't even know if I can say this, but what can you tell
me?
us? Yes.
No,
nothing. Wow.
Nothing. You guys go wait. Let's not focus on now. Right now. Right now is on sweetness. We're on the sweetness vibes. Let's enjoy the sweetness vibes. When the next thing comes out, you definitely know about it.
Okay, sorry guys, I tried to get the tea, but
So then we're sweetnessing. We're doing the sweetnessing.
Sweetness only. No problem. Got that, guys. You are still locked into Sweetness Radio, and as promised, we are going to be going through the Sweetness EP. We've already gone through Sweetness and Gone Girl. Next up is If You Say. This one, If You Say. No, listen, crack. It's lace.
I told you, Sarz, I told you.
Absolute banger. Let's get into it. This is If You Say. Don't go anywhere, and make sure you're using the hashtag Sweetness Radio. We'll be back after this.
There's no signal.com.
Do you have what it takes
And we are back. That was If You Say off the Sweetness EP by Obongjayar and Sarz. Like I said, guys, if you haven't had a chance to listen to this EP, I don't know where you've been. Right now, we are on track 3. You need to go back and listen to the first 2 because honestly, this project is the gift that keeps on giving. We're just very mad that there's only 4 tracks, but we will ask them why very, very soon because we need answers. If You Say. So this song, from what I got, is kind of like, you said, Sweetness was kind of like the beginning stages, you know what I mean? Gone Girl was like the confusion stage. And I'm guessing If You Say it's more about, show me what you can do for me, prove your love to me, show me how much you want me. So how did you, I think collectively actually, how did you kind of collectively come up with the melodies and the sounds in this track? What came first? Was it the beat or was it the lyrics? And was it like, how did it come about?
The beat came first. Really inspired by synthwave and Afrobeats. And I sent it to OB. I think I was in Lagos when I sent it to him. And so he tried a few ideas. I remember on this track, I know we went back and forth a few times, just trying to get like the right ideas. Yeah. I know we recorded this track, a lot of times, maybe like 5 or 6 times. Yeah. But I think what I love most about the track is the conversation, because it kind of like flips the script, where usually it would be a girl singing this. Yeah, like from the conversations here, but it's just very interesting that it's coming from a guy.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's very.
Yeah.
I think it's very self-aware and very confident. It's a very confident song. Do you know what I mean? Like to say the things. I think especially now, well, in this current climate of like, the conversation around, how what the dynamic is between men and women in relationships, and how those should be. Do you know what I mean? I thought it was a quite very, very interesting thing to sort of like put myself as a man in the shoes of someone who's like, do you know what, like, it's not every time I'm doing this, doing that, doing this. Like, you need to look at me and think of me and, show me that you appreciate me rather than it always being the other way around. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was, I think I came up with when Sarz sent me the beat, I came up with the hook first. And then I wrote a verse for it that wasn't really hitting like that. So I had to go back, when Sarz came to London, we had to go back in and like rewrite it. And luckily for us, we like struck gold, and the way it comes together is just like perfect. You know I think it's really perfect, and it says what it needs to say, man. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if you say you love me, show me your story. Do you know what I mean? I think it's a very poignant narrative, and it's just not a wishy-washy track. Do you know what I mean? It has a beginning, a middle, and end. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't glide.
Yeah.
And do you guys think we can expect any visuals for the song?
Yes, good question.
Oh, do you want a video?
Oh, definitely.
I'm asking, but I'm actually kind of looking
like we want
visuals.
We need visuals.
Definitely we'll get visuals from the records. Definitely.
Absolutely.
Love to see it, guys. It's confirmed.
Yeah.
So a bit of
Sorry, it's actually written in stone. You guys have said it now.
This is a bit of a personal question, but yeah. So coming off the song, how would you guys say that how do you prove your love when you're in a relationship? What do you do to prove that when what do you think is like something that that when you do this, I'm in, I'm there?
Yeah, it's like the action that you show to say this is
the one.
This is the one.
For me, it's like I've always believed. I've always believed that love is responsibility. Like it's like feeling. It's almost like treating that person that the way that you treat yourself, and how you like the things that you do for someone, and to make that person comfortable or feel like loved or wanted. What the things that you expect is what you should give out, you should dish out, basically, and just being there for that person.
Word.
Being like protecting them, like, and just like they're they're yourself. Do you know what I mean? Or like someone that like your family or something. Like that's what love is to me. So once you, I feel like that's if I'm in love with someone, I go or I do everything in my power to just make sure that they feel seen and they feel loved and they're comfortable in the relationship that we've got. Like there's nothing else anyone can do for you, like outside or inside or in the bed, like everywhere you're just patterned up. Do you know what I mean? You're no lacking nowhere. Do you know what I mean? So that's why how I feel when I'm in a relationship.
That's lovely. What about you, Sarz?
Yeah.
How do you prove your love?
Mine is really short. You know you're in it properly when you're 100% accountable and responsible as well. Yeah.
Short and sweet.
I hope the men are listening, because Sarz is telling you how to do things, okay? I love that.
Okay, and for you guys as well, how would you get over an ex?
Yes, how do you get over an ex? Like, are you the person that takes walks in the rain and cries a little bit, or do you go out and party, get drunk? Do you cuss her out? Like, how do you get over a breakup? Not even an ex. How do you get over a breakup?
I'd say feel every emotion that comes and just let time do its work. I feel like I'm with my responses. I'm so short and it's very precise. Yeah.
But it's good.
I don't run away from emotions. Feel everything.
Everything.
Feel everything and let time just heal you. Yeah, I think that's the best way. And if you have to, I don't know, if you think seeing the person frequently, maybe on social media and stuff, will trigger you, then maybe you should block or unfollow.
Are you big on closure?
Anything?
Block.
Huh? Are you big on closure? Like, are you somebody that needs closure? Like, or can you walk away from something just knowing it's not for you anymore?
I don't really understand that question, to be fair.
So a lot of people, like, they like to have the last conversation. Like, I need closure, so let's have one last conversation, even though I've not been happy for months. I
think. Okay, so I would say I'm big on closure because it brings understanding. Like, I don't see how people, despise someone, they love so much. I mean, it's maybe they've betrayed your trust, maybe they've hurt you and everything, but I think time will heal that, and you shouldn't see that person and start feeling animosity or something and just be like, oh, I don't want to talk to this person. I feel like once you heal, you can actually be friends or be very cool.
Okay,
that's what I think. Yeah.
Very much. How about you, Obi?
I agree with Sarz. I think I guess it depends on how the relationship ended. It depends on who broke up with who, what reasons are. But in my case, I find it's very healthy to still keep the conversation going and just make sure the other person's okay. If you broke up with them for whatever reason, it's just making sure that that they're doing okay. If they want that, so I mean, either by still talking to them, if they call you, answer, feel out those emotions with the person that you were once with. Because if you do that quick break thing and disappear, I think that can be very, very hurtful and very traumatic to the other person. And if, like Sarz said, if you feel like you're going to be triggered seeing them about, or you might miss them, or you might start disturbing them because if they're not into you and you just want it to work, I think the best thing to do in those cases is to just delete the messages from your phone and then delete their number. You know what I mean? So there's no, so you can't even reach out, even if you wanted to, and you one night like this, you really wanted to be like, I love you. There's no way you can do it. Do you know what I mean?
Unless you've memorized the number.
Unless you memorize the number, which never happens these days. That's what I'd say. But if the person needs that closure or that time to sort of easily break away from you, I think you should give that to them, as long as they're not being psychotic and troubling your life too much. You know what I mean?
Great answer.
Being unreasonable.
Being unreasonable, because it can be like that.
Exactly, it's dude, leave me alone sometimes.
The last track on the EP is Nobody. Grace, we can't decide.
Sorry,
what's the
I
favorite
know
track.
we can't, but I can't help
every
it.
track.
I actually can't help
No,
it.
we
Sorry.
This is Nobody, guys. This is the final track on the Sweetness EP. Last but definitely not the least. Let's get into it. And once we're done, we can talk about it some more. Remember, this is Sweetness Radio. Use the hashtag Sweetness Radio, and we'll be back after this.
There's no signal.com.
Sarz with it. Baby, you're undisputed. Can nobody do what you did? Girl, you turn my world around. Baby, it's you I'm choosing. Girl, you make me want to dance. Every time I think about this feeling, I cannot deny. I'll do everything I can just to make you stay around. I need it. Your love gets me high. I'll do everything I can just to make you stay around. I need it. Your love gets me. Baby, nobody do me like you do me. Nobody do me like you do me. Nobody do me like you do me. Do me like you do me. I'll do anything to make you smile. If you give me a chance, girl, I won't waste your time. Girl, you give me something I cannot describe. It's only your loving that can get me. Body like sin, she put it on me. She make an angel catch a felony. I follow your lead, my baby too sweet, yeah, sweet like my melody. I'm in too deep, you made me trip. I'm falling into ecstasy. You're all I need, I'm incomplete, oh baby. Can nobody do me like this? Baby, nobody do me like you do me. Nobody do me like you do me. Nobody do me like you do me. Do me like you do me. Baby, you're undisputed. Can nobody do what you did? Girl, you turn my world around. Baby, it's you I'm choosing. Girl, you make me want to dance. Every time I think about this feeling, I cannot deny it.
Okay, we're back. That was Nobody, the final track on the Sweetness EP by Obongjayar and Sarz. Remember, this is Sweetness Radio. Make sure you use the hashtag Sweetness Radio and get involved with the conversation. Now,
Sorry, before we get into the song, thank you very much, guys.
no,
We
just
really
thank
appreciate
you.
it.
No, thank you.
We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
for this. Thank
Because-
you.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for having
much.
us.
Thank you for
It's been
having
really
us.
fun. I've actually really enjoyed this.
Have you?
Likewise.
Oh, I'm
I've
so
really
glad.
enjoyed it.
So,
Really enjoyed it.
remember, we actually have a game coming up at the end, guys. So please don't lose your energy. We have one more thing, and then it will be fun. It's a fun quick one. You'll enjoy it.
Okay, now.
It will be quick.
Oh my days.
So, question for you, Sarz. Was this?
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope I'm not saying the wrong thing here, but was this intentionally like a more traditionally
Yes.
sounded Afro? Oh, thank God. So it was intentional. And why was that? Why did you make this one? Because obviously it was still in line with the sound, like the 80s synth thing going on, but this one.
Yeah,
why
I
does it
mean,
have
it's
more
still,
of a-
yeah, but it's more, it has more Afrobeat elements than the
Yeah.
other tracks.
Absolutely.
And I just wanted to do something that a chunk of my fan base can relate to as well, so they don't feel too left off.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's us. Thank you so much.
Obi, talk to us about
Yes.
the track, the lyrics, all of that.
Everything. Talk to us about it. And even your cadence.
This one,
I think you
yeah, but the
Love it. I love it.
Oh my gosh.
yo, I think it's with this track. I think the beat just kind of informed everything that I did down to the cadence. Like, because there's how else are you gonna sing on that? I guess. Like, do you know what I mean, like we actually toned it down for what it was because I was going with the gravelly thing. It sounded like, guy, sing this thing properly, I think. And that's like, cause it's kind of that kind of, ginger. Do you know what I mean? It's like an action tune, I guess. So, it was all informed by the beat. Yeah, it was all informed. It was all informed by the beat, and just the bounce of the tune. I guess the nobody, is kind of informed by the bounce of the way the song
I want to
goes.
say something. Yeah, I want to say something. I hate it when singers do this thing when they're like, oh, sing a track and they like, sing it like perfectly, even when they can just sing it anyhow. It's so annoying.
He said nobody.
Look at the way he was just like, nobody. You heard that? And I'm like, dude, relax, Jerry.
God, I didn't even know. I did not know. I swear, I didn't
You
even know.
didn't
I just
try.
did it.
All of them, they don't know.
I don't know.
All
Oh
of
my
them,
God.
no, man.
Exactly. They never know. They never know.
I didn't know. No, I didn't know. I was just singing. Nah, but that's Anyway, that's what informed the cadence of the track, I guess, and like back to in terms of lyrics, back to what we were talking about in terms of it feeling like a movie. This felt like the perfect closer for it, and how I feel in my situation. Like, so it kind of made sense to close the record like that. Do you know what I mean? So we've gone through all of those stages, and now we're at the happy bit where everyone's bubbly and happy, and I feel fully confident I can profess.
Yeah, your
to
love.
this person.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that actually leads into my next question because I did get this song kind of reminds. It's about commitment, like finally being able to.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
Obviously, you are in a relationship, like you've told us. So it's safe to say you're quite big on commitment. You too, Sarz. Like, would you say you're quite big on commitment, or are you scared of it?
Yeah.
Are you?
I'm definitely.
I would say I'm way better than I used to be.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Would you just say that came with age or experience or what?
I'd say it came from just experiencing the same thing and wanting more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very profound. Very profound. And this question, like I said, I think I've mentioned it a few times.
Yeah.
Why
Only 4?
Why 4 tracks? Just why? Is this?
So we can give you the rest later
Another
because we
time,
actually have
exactly.
more.
We have so many things. We have so many songs. Like, we just the way we were working was just like it was so easy. Do you know what I mean? It felt seamless to work with Sarz, and we were just coming up with ideas, we were just firing ideas. These are the ones like I guess we just got to a point where like okay, these are the songs, and then but we kept on working, and continued to make some magic. You feel me? Yeah.
That's amazing. It actually leads us to our last question because what were we gonna ask?
So now that you guys have dropped that gem, when is the next one dropping? Part 2.
Yeah.
Sweetness. Part 2.
I mean, enjoy this one first, though.
Exactly. Enjoy this one. Finish now. It's only been a week. It's only been 2 weeks, so a week. Just enjoy.
Relax
enjoy
your
this one.
nerves. Relax your nerves.
Relax.
Okay.
Relax.
That's fine. But we just know something's in the works.
Yeah.
Guys, something's coming. Just what enjoy Sweetness for now.
Who said that one? Who says that? How do you know?
We said it, so it's us that said it.
Okay, no problem.
You're there selling people
What can be
dreams.
sweeter than sweetness?
Exactly.
I am what can be sweeter than sweet?
What's that Andre 3000? What's that Andre 3000? Ice cold.
Ice
What's cooler than cool?
Ice cold.
So what should our own be like? What can be sweeter than sweetness?
I don't know.
I can't think of anything, man.
Me neither. It will come to me.
It'll come to you guys. It'll come to you in the studio when you're doing the next one.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. First of all, for this EP, honestly, thank you for bringing this into the world, but also thank you for being here with us here at No Signal. Thank you so
much.
Sweetness Radio with us.
Honestly, it's you guys. This is your station.
This is your station.
It's your station.
It's your show.
We know. So,
let's go now. We bought it now.
You're on my seat. You're on my seat. You need to
You're not spoken to the guy. We've already paid for it. It's ours.
Thank you so much. And thank you for obviously answering our nosy, in-depth questions. We love the fact that you
they were actually really good
answers.
questions. I was into them. It was not some boring
thank you guys. We tried. Thank you so much. Now, before we let you guys go, we have one more thing we want to do, and that is to play our word association lyric game. Very, very simple. Nothing crazy, okay?
You promise we're not lying.
Nothing, and it's
no. I know what a word association game is, but like when you say word association lyric game.
Okay, let me explain it. It's very simple. So we're gonna keep it easy. We're gonna give you. I mean, you guys will take your turns. I think I'll let Sarz go first, actually. But we're gonna give you. Yeah, because it's hard. Because Obongjayar is a singer. I feel like I want to see what you will come with. I want to hear you sing. To be honest, Sarz. That's all it is.
Sarz can sing. Have you heard Sarz sing? Crazy.
I can't wait.
Oh my god.
Sarz is good. Sarz be hitting high notes.
Oh my god. I'm gonna hang up now.
Sarz hitting the high notes. Sarz hit. You need to get Sarz to sing.
Hello, can you hear me?
we can hear you. It's loud and clear. Don't mute your mic. We can see it's muted.
Cannot.
We can see the microphone is red.
He's gonna say no signal. Watch. He's gonna say it again. He's gonna say no signal.
Sarz, we can see it, so you better unmute. Sorry, you can't come out of this one. So I'm gonna give you guys 3 words each, right? And literally you need to sing a song with that lyric in it. Now for bonus points,
I'm not a singer.
Yeah.
Try now. Sarz, you try.
No, I'm not playing this game.
Sarz, don't be boring, guy. Don't be boring.
I don't want to play.
If you don't want to sing it, you can kind of
fuck off, man.
But you
guys, don't be boring. Do this song. Sing this song. I'm boring as hell. Sarz, you guys sing the song now. Sing it.
I can't sing.
Okay, would you rather he goes first? Would you rather go?
Celayo, no. Sarz got this.
I mean,
Sarz is playing.
If Obi wants to sing, that's fine.
Sarz is playing for both of us. I'm not singing anything. Am I crazy?
Wow, you the singer. You don't want to sing enough. Nah, this is not nice. Then it's not Sweetness Radio.
Let's do the first one.
How has this come to me? How have you put this? How have you managed to turn this on me?
You're the lyricist now. You're the singer.
Yeah, you're the producer. You're a producer.
Yeah, I can make beats. I can make beats with the word.
Okay, all right, fine. Should we try with one? Let's try with one. You don't have to sing.
Let's try one. You don't have to sing. Just say something.
Right. Okay. First word.
You. Yeah, Obi, go.
You.
Not both guys. You can see their faces.
Come on, Obi, come on.
You.
Oh, it's
Obi, come on.
Now. I'm just gonna do this one time for you because you're just wilding out right now.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Let's go again. Start from the top.
All right, okay. I'm even gonna change the word now because you took too long. Okay, this is a new one. Okay. First one.
Now say it again. Now do the same one now, please.
Okay. All right. First word. Okay, you need to sing a song with the lyric in it, preferably if it starts with it, but you can also say if it's in it. And the word is you. Go.
You got what I need.
Okay.
Hey, but
you're just a friend.
Okay.
That was a good one, Sarz.
Okay.
Do you want to give it a shot? You?
Yeah, give it a shot. Now I've done it now, please.
I'm not a singer. I'm not.
Okay, cool. You can even rap it.
You can, yeah.
You can even rap, sir. Come on.
Rappies. Or do you know what you can do? You can say the name of the song.
Okay, yeah. We'll compromise.
Sarz.
Because I'm very competitive and I want to win. I just now I'm in the game.
He's in it.
He did the first one. He said, I have to finish this.
Come on, you.
You gotta do it. Just do it. Give him a word then.
I wanted to see if you can do the same one. You.
I bet.
I can't think of any song that's it's called You right now.
Oh, that goes.
Lloyd.
Okay.
Lloyd has a song called You. Yeah.
What song is that?
How does it go? Hum it. You don't have to sing. Hum the tune.
I don't remember, but I know it has a song called You.
Oh, you're not lying. Featuring Lil Wayne, so he didn't lie.
Yeah.
Even though he didn't sing it, I would have done.
This Sarz guy is a 419 guy. I know you can sing this song. He's just being.
All right, cool.
This guy is a 419 guy. Josin boy.
He's a Josin
Wow.
boy.
Wow.
Okay, cool. All right, fine. If you can't do that, how about we do finish the lyrics? Would you want to do that? You don't have to sing it. You just have to-
So I've won.
Yeah,
I've won
yeah,
this.
I'm
I've won
good-
this
I'm good
one,
with
right?
that.
I've won this one.
I'm
No,
good-
wait.
I'm good with that.
You're good
Wait,
with
let's
that?
just announce the.
Okay,
let's announce the
winner.
Let's
Carry your
announce the
cup.
winner. Let's announce the winner.
Carry your cup.
Okay.
Good.
I can definitely do that. Okay, let's go with finish the lyrics. Okay, this one's very, very easy, guys. Just try and get with it. Okay, whoever answers first. All right. First one.
Okay.
I like when money makes a difference, but doesn't make you different. Who said this? I like when money makes a difference, but doesn't make you different.
I don't even know.
Can I give you options?
Like,
Let me give you options.
Yeah,
Let me
give
give
us
you
options. Yeah, give us
Okay.
options.
I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
when
yeah.
money makes a difference, but don't make you different. Was it Jay Huss? Was it Drake? Or was it Malik Berry?
It sounds
between
like
J
it's
Hus
something
and
J
Drake.
Hus. It sounds like something J Hus to say.
What do you think, Sarz? Jay Huss, Drake, or Malik Berry? I like when money makes a difference, but don't make you different.
I'll say J House as well.
Really? You are both
Yeah.
wrong. That's Drake lyrics.
Wow.
You guys-
It makes sense. It makes sense, yeah. It makes
Makes
sense.
sense now, yeah.
Yeah, but what song is that?
Exactly.
It's off his album.
You don't
And you
even
see,
know.
if
Shame on
you
you.
probably have
Shame
to
on.
Come on, get out.
Shame on you. Shame on you. You're here making us sing. You haven't
Please,
even know
let's-
what your
let's-
lyrics are coming from. You probably made those lyrics up as well.
From Drake. Oh my
Okay, bet.
I like when money makes a difference, but don't make you different. Started realizing a couple places I could take it.
You probably made those lyrics up. I don't believe
I
you.
I didn't. Okay. All right. This one you guys should know. Okay. You will know. And I just need you to sing the next line. Okay. Or say the next line. All right. I am feeling good tonight.
This thing got me thanking God for life.
We thank God. I was like, woo! Keep
I
going.
can't explain.
I am feeling good tonight. This thing got me thanking God for life. Oh, I can't explain.
That's my tune. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. That's my tune.
Sarz is still
That guy
like
is a wizard. That guy is a wizard. He knows what he's doing.
Congrats.
You're just hating because you don't know it. This is my fault. You don't know it.
Last one. Yeah. This one, I'm going to give you options. Yeah. Okay. This one. According to Beyonce. Yeah. A diva is a female version of
It's a female version of a hustler.
Look at Sarz.
Oh wow!
Sarz is
He
in the
said,
building.
I will play now.
I will play this game. This one I can play.
Na 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 diva is a female version of a hustler. Of a hustler. Of a hustler. Na 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 diva is a female version of a hustler. Of a hustler.
So, since Obi is so big on a win, so now it's a draw.
Yeah, I'm
It's a
winning.
tie.
I'm still winning though. Like I don't even know.
No,
not even
it's
complete.
three. We've played 3 games now. It's a draw,
It's a
and that's
draw.
where it ends.
Obi, don't worry.
That's
you're
where it ends.
It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. Because I won the first one. I won the first one because Sarz didn't contribute to that one. He was like, "Oh, you Lloyd, what does that even mean? That is nothing. That's a nothing." So it's 2-1, guys. 2-1. I've got 2. You got 1. End of period.
Obi, you're my
Period.
winner for your contributions. To be honest, Obi is the
you.
winner for that one. So,
Sarz, take bronze medal.
guys, that has brought us to the end of Sweetness Radio.
I take the L.
Thank you,
I
guys.
take the L. Collect it.
You know.
Collect it in peace.
Guys, before we do let you guys go, I just want to ask each of you, is there anything you would like to say to anybody that hasn't heard the Sweetness EP? What would you say to them about the EP? Sell it to them. What would you want to say? Either of you.
Go listen to it. basically.
It will change
I'm
your
not trying
life.
to sell. See me, I don't like to always want to sell it to this one, that one. It's not, guy. If you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, that's your problem. It's not my
We love it,
problem.
Sha. Over here, we love it.
We've done what we need to do. We've made, like, me and Sarz, I feel we've made like a fantastic project. And we're
Yep.
You have.
we're very proud of.
1,000%.
And you know, if that's something that interests you, have a listen.
Get into it.
Do it, hopefully.
And as Sarz said, it will change your life. Honestly, guys, it will.
Thank you.
Sarz, any last words?
Thank you for having us.
Oh,
Have an amazing day.
Thank you guys for coming. We really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Honestly, we really had fun with you guys. We cannot wait to see what you guys are going to bring out individually, but also together. Don't forget us when you're
Visuals.
doing your, listening parties and stuff. You've made friends here now. We're your friends.
Yeah, 100%.
But thank you so much.
I don't really like doing listening parties,
Really? So how do you kind of get you just want people to be shocked by it, like, put it out there?
No, I mean, I guess I play it to my friends when I get the chance. But like doing a listening party thing, I just feel like it's quite, I don't know. I just find it quite self-indulgent. Like what people don't like it. You brought everyone out to this party to listen to your tunes.
Yeah.
And I just sat there for like 45 minutes, like doing this. Like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, and I hate it. And I hate when people lie to me about stuff. I don't want to feel any pressure. So that's why just when it comes out, you go listen to it in your room. If you like it, you hit me up. If you don't, you don't. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, facts.
Well, guys.
I like to run shit.
Oh, well, thank you so much for being a part of this show. We've enjoyed Sweetness Radio. And
It is yours.
And the next time you guys drop, it's yours. Honestly, we'll be back with Sweetness Part 2 by the grace of God.
Amen.
By the grace of the universe.
Amen.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being with us. Thank you so much, man.
All right, thank you so much for having us, man.
Thank
That
you
was
so
really
much,
fun.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a good day. Bye.
This is No Signal.
No Signal Radio, live from London.
Discovering new talent and new music.
No Signal Radio.
No Signal Radio.